We begin tonight with a conservative wave making impacts on Treasure Valley school boards. Conservative-backed candidates won all the open seats on the West Ada and Nampa school boards after last night's election. Our Andrew Bartline joins us now. Andrew, you spoke with the winning candidates in West Ada and a political science professor at BSU about the rising popularity of school board elections. But let's start with the candidates. What are they saying about their wins last night?
Yeah, Kim, it was sort of a shared observation in recent years that school board meetings have become more popular. They're more interesting. Candidates say it's because of topics like managing COVID and debating curriculum that's drawing a lot of discussion. And some of these conservatives felt that their voices weren't being heard on these topics, so they decided to change that by running themselves. A once believed mundane board meeting can now draw heightened emotions and crowds like this in Idaho school districts.
It's just usually not as much focus, right?
Boise State political science professor Jacqueline Kettler has watched interest in school board meetings and elections develop in recent years.
The combination between the pandemic and a lot of focus on issues like critical race theory and other curriculum have really highlighted and brought to the forefront issues related to public education.
And it's the conservative end of the aisle that's garnered local support in Tuesday's election.
It's because parents are frustrated.
And during COVID, there's been a lot of struggles with mask mandates that seem to not really reflect what the community wanted.
Tuesday, West Ada voters elected both Angie Redford and Lori Frazier to the school board. A nonpartisan election in theory, they both were backed by conservative support. And that support is easily observed financially. According to campaign financial disclosure reports, both campaigns raised more than 15 times the contributions of their opponents.
This type of an effort definitely does require some money.
Data from the Secretary of State's website says 75% of Frazier and Redford's campaign contributions came from individual donations.
They were all just enthusiastic about getting a different voice on the board. So that's really what it was all about.
As for how this conservative momentum will impact elections in the near future, Kettler says we have to wait and see.
So I'll be really interested to see if these issues that we're seeing debated in these school board elections and school trustee elections continue to play a role, or whether the issue agenda shifts and it doesn't play as big of a role in 2022.
Kettler added state and national elections are typically driven by agenda items like the economy or voting in response to how you feel the current administration is doing. But voter issues change, and Kettler says it is possible that the issues we're seeing with local school boards could have impacts in larger elections. Kim?
Yeah, regardless of how they voted, it's good to see people getting involved locally and getting out to vote. All right, Andrew, thank you.